Good morning. This is Julie. It is Saturday, January 20th, and I want to show you the U.S. Commodities Futures Trading Commission site so that you can pull up your COT report data. That's the Commitment of Traders report. And scroll down, and you can get several markets. This first table will give you the agriculture, petroleum, Nat Gas, electricity, metals. They break them out into categories. And then the bottom one is the financial. So if you come over here and click this column, you'll be able to get the report. I already have it queued up for us right here at the E-mini S&P 500. And the reason I'm pointing this out to you is I had a customer on Friday, a nice young lady trader, and she asked me if I could get an indication of volume, when the markets are increasing um, volume. And I want to mention to her to please look at this Commitment of Traders report every week on Friday. It's published. And how you look at it is you look at this first column, dealer intermediary. This is your smart money. And this will tell you the long-term directional bias. This is your pension funds, your institutional money, the long-term trend following that sets the market bias. So this is the one that you want to surf with them in this wave. You want to look, though, at your leveraged funds. That's your hedge funds. That's your short-term money. They're often wrong with market direction. They're late to the party a lot. But when you notice that the long-term trend institutional money has flipped like it has in the E-mini S&P 500, and they're increasing their position size, um, changes from long, they're decreasing their long positions and increasing their shorts. And then you come over here and you see that the short-term money is also flipped long. Flip short, excuse me. Be looking next week, given the government shutdown, to flip over short on your equity indexes. So that's your E-mini S&P 500 stock index. So I would be not buying any more stocks at this point. I would stop dip buying at this point. Um, well, before I say that, there's another way to confirm that, to see if there's an increase in inflow into other categories like bonds, gold, yen, Swiss franc, all of your safe haven assets. So if you look for the bonds, um, here's your 10-year. You can see that the bonds are definitely short and they're definitely picking up. So that means the yield is rising, and that means price is decreasing. So the smart money has flipped short on those bonds. The long-term bull market in bonds is probably over. And here's the proof positive. So we're going short the bonds and the equities now instead of long. So let's look at the yen just to confirm to see if the yen is bullish. Here's the yen. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me go back up. Here we go. Japanese yen. 236,305 open interest. And yes, here it is. Yen is long. So the safe haven money, they're putting money in the yen. That kind of cracks me up because the yen is anything but safe, right? But still, that's where the money goes. So money goes to the bonds, to the yen. Let's pull up a different report so we can see that gold. So we have to come over here and pull up the metals. And here's your palladium, platinum, silver, and here's your gold. And here it is. Look at this open interest. 582,303 open interest, and here it is over here. Managed money is long, big time, long, long, long. This is a little bit different report that you're seeing. This is not, we don't want to look at the producer merchant, but your managed money is definitely long gold. So they're moving the money, the volume increase is moving, the inflow is moving out of equities and into bonds, gold, yen, Swiss franc. So if the equities sell off and we didn't see that those other markets were increasing, that would just mean that there was profit taken and the smart money would be buying those dips. But when you see the increase into bonds, gold, Swiss franc, and yen, that means do not buy that dip and take your money off the table like they are. So just look at your COT report, and I would buyer beware on these highs, especially going into next week. Um, and set yourself up to look for short trades. So let's take a look at a lower time frame chart. A couple of them here. Let me pull one up so that we can see what that looks like. Here's the E-mini. And so for a short, we want it to definitely, we haven't been seeing much short action, be on the downside. And get in. A place that I like to get in on the equity indexes are the reversals on this top band. And someone was asking, she also asked, how do you know whether to hold a trade all day or just get out on your legs? And I was like explaining to her, you really don't until it starts moving a leg lower. So there's no way to tell. So I get out on these legs. I just wait for them to get back up to the top leg and get back in. And just wash, rinse, repeat for these equity indexes because they are reversion to the mean markets and it mainly goes sideways. So find a pattern. You know, I was telling her trading is all about patterns, recognizing them, finding something that you like to trade. And I was telling her dad, you know, best place to buy is to buy low and the best place to sell is to sell high. So find a pattern you like, and then when you get into a place to get that trade, then you can take it. If you see that the price is starting to break down, then definitely, you know, go with the flow. But as far as knowing whether you're going to have an out and out all day runner, you really don't. You just stay with the pattern, and if it does break, it didn't break in this situation, but it does break, you will know. It's like right here. You can start figuring it out that it's definitely breaking down. You start breaking your day trading levels, so you just start pounding them, taking every pullback, and there you go. There's your entries, and you're just all over them, right? Using the software. So my recommendation is to look for that COT report. Put this pattern in your mind, in your brain. You want to see the price rolled over. You want to see the red bands, red bands, red bands below zero, momentum building, and just go with it. This is Julie, J Auto Trading Strategies. Hope you have a good week next week. Be careful out there.